welcome to our my fourth and final segment as part of our Tom Petty series, and that was the introduction to Refugee, another one of my favourite Tom Petty songs, but that's what I say about all Tom Petty songs, I love them all. And the chords we need to know for this, so we're going to start off by just playing the rhythm intro, and then I'm going to show you the lead bit afterwards. So we start off using these chords. We've got an F sharp minor, we've got an A, and we have an E. So the F sharp minor chord, which is a bar chord, starting from the bottom low E, we're going to start off on the 2nd fret of the E string, A string, 4th fret, D string, 4th fret, and then the 2nd fret for the G, B, and E strings, like that. Then we have an A chord, which hopefully you know how to play already, but just quickly run it through. We're going to use the open A there as our root note, and we've got the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B, and open E. And then our E chord, we have the open E as our root note there, the bottom note, and then we have the 2nd fret of the A and D, the 1st fret of the G, and then open B and E. Now I'm going to be playing the A chord slightly differently from using the 3 fingers like I normally do, because of the way that the melody line works, and it makes it easier to play, but I'll leave that up to you in a minute. So what we're starting off is sort of a weird count, as there's a little drum intro. And after the drum intro is finished, we're hitting a nice gentle open F sharp minor chord. So it goes like this, nice and gently. And then we're going to hit it again slightly harder. So it goes like this, 2, 3, 4, 1. So they're your first 2 chords. Now put it in context, let me play it for you. So after you've hit those 2 F sharp minor chords, gently and then harder, we'll play a little melody line, a little interlinking couple of notes there. We're going to go like that. So we're going to play the 2nd fret of the bottom E, and then the 4th fret of the bottom E, and then the open A. So it goes like this. But what I'm doing, instead of actually hitting the note on its own in isolation, the bottom E, we're going to actually play the A string, D string, and G string. So I'm using the open E, the open A, sorry, 2nd fret of the D, and 2nd fret of the G. So it's sort of, it's basically a 5th chord. You're just playing those, like those notes there. So you've got to carry that melody line, like that. So what we have so far is, and what I'm trying to do with my right hand is keep a constant pattern going. So on my right hand, I'm going like that. So what you might find is you may find it easier to hit upstrokes when you hit the A chord. It doesn't matter too much. So basically you're leading with the A note, the 2nd fret of the G string. So you can go like that, or you can go, in which case you've got to make it slightly quicker when you hit the, so you might have to stop that pattern going. But the whole key of this is to keep it nice and smooth. So after you've hit that 1A, you're going to hit it a couple more times again. So it goes. And then we're going to go and hit the E chord after that. So what we have so far is, and then it just repeats it again. So let me play that a couple of times for you so you can sort of get into the rhythm of it. Upstroke if you want, or downstroke. So what I would suggest you doing to start off with, to actually get into it a little bit, just start by playing, just playing the chords, just straight up and downs. And then when you feel you can actually get into it, you can make the emphasis of the 2 F sharps. And again. Then you can start putting a melody line in. And there you have it. That's played for, you play that round twice. And then the lead comes in. So when you're playing the instead of playing the first one of those downstrokes on the F sharp minor, you're going to hit the F sharp note. And I won't put the overdrive on here because it makes it easier to hear. And you're going to hit that F sharp note. So I'm going to play it in context of the intro. Like that. So as that downstroke comes, you hit that F sharp note. And we're going to go. So it's F sharp, and then we go. So, and you hit the F sharp again. So after the F sharps you hit that twice, you're going to hit the first fret of the G string, followed by the second fret of the G string. So we have. Now I tend to do that, put my finger out like that. You can do it like this. You can slide it up, or you can go. It's whatever's easiest for you, but I tend to go. Then we're going to do a bend. So what we're going to do, we're going to bend it up. It's almost up 2 frets, but not quite. So it's sort of, to me, it doesn't sound like you're not bending up right the way up there. You're bending up sort of 1.5. But again, you can get the feel of that. So it's like this. So, you see what I mean? It's not quite. It's like, but that's just the way I interpret it anyway. But you're going to bend that note up, so we can try and get as near up to 2 frets up there as you can. So it's a bend and release. You don't need to play. You only play the note once, and you bend it up and release it. So we have. Then we're going to hit the 2nd fret of the D up to the 4th fret of the D. Or, so it's like this. Now I can't really tell whether he's sliding it, whether Mike Campbell's actually sliding it up. He's the lead guitarist, obviously. He might be sliding it up, so in which case you can go. Or hit both notes. Again, this is all about interpretation. It's what feels best for you. You don't have to imitate it identically. So we have so far. Then we're going to start it again, and we're going to repeat that first bit again. So put it in context. So we're up to that then, so we're sort of repeating the first 3 notes there. And then the end bit goes like this. We're playing it all from the start again, so you can get it in context, of course. Okay. So the second part goes like this. Now I pull that off. I go for the 4th fret of the G string, which is the B note, and pull it off to the 2nd fret again. So we have this. You can play both if you like. Up to you. Then we have the classic little rock riff there. We're going to hit the 4th fret of the G string, sorry, bend it up 2 steps. And then we're going to hit the 2nd fret of the B and the E. Like that. So we're going to bend it, and then we're going to stop that note ringing out. So what I do, I use my right hand to dampen the string so it doesn't go. It doesn't matter if you do that, but it sounds better going, deadening it, as opposed to. It's up to you, really. So what we have so far is, for the second part of the intro riff, sorry, got that wrong again. Then we're going to go to, excuse me, we're going to go to the 5th fret of the B string and slide it up immediately to the 7th fret, like that. So now we have, and I just put a bit of vibrato on that one. Okay, so the whole intro, nice and slowly, sounds like this. Okay, now I thought I'd show you this little bit as the verse comes in. There's a lovely little couple of riffs that are put in there. And after it starts off, the first riff sounds like this. So what we're doing is replicating the chords but playing in a different position up the neck, and obviously accentuating the volume a bit. So we're playing an A chord, so I'm only really using the D, G, B and E string. So I'm basically hitting the 7th fret of the D, the 6th fret of the G, and then 5th fret of the B and E. And I'm using upstrokes. So, but I'm releasing the pressure on my left hand so that the notes don't ring out too much, like that. Bit of echo on the guitar there. And then we're going to play a D chord, but we're going to play it instead of on the 2nd fret bass, so we're going to move it up to using the 4th fret of the E, the 5th fret of the B, and the 4th fret of the G, which is the E chord. Letting that one ring out a little bit more, and then playing an F sharp minor chord, which I've showed you already, making the chord a little bit fuller. Okay, and then the second part of the verse is a lovely little riff, the double stop riff. It goes. So what we're doing, we're playing the 5th fret of the B and the 4th fret of the G, and then basically sliding it up 2 frets and then sliding it down again, and then up again, like that. Okay, so this bit goes. And there we have it. So I think I'll play it through nice and slowly for you, and I'll say thank you for watching our Tom Petty series. I've enjoyed doing this one. If you've got any suggestions or anything else you'd like to me to teach you over the course of a month, please let me know. So here we go. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for the chord, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And we come into the verse. And I hope you really enjoyed that. What fantastic little riffs they are. So, feedback is always welcome. I hope you really enjoyed that, and I hope you have a good time jamming along to Refugee by Tom Petty. This particular whole song is featured in our academy, where we teach rhythm guitar, lead guitar and the whole song, and you can jam along with the band and become a rhythm guitarist or a lead guitarist, whatever you want. So please feel free to check that out in our academy, and I'll see you all really soon. Take care now. Ciao.